Today we're going to make some beautiful candy cane luminaries. You're going to need a glass jar, some tape, a craft knife, Mod Podge, a brush, and some silver, green, and red glitter. You want to start with a clean jar, make sure all the labels have been removed. Then you should have 2 rolls of tape, one thick and one thin. Use the thick pieces to create diagonal lines all the way around the jar, leaving about 1.5 inches to even 2 inches of space depending on the size of your jar. Now change to the thinner tape and put strips of thinner tape in between the thicker tape. When you're all done, use a craft knife to carefully trim off the edges at the top and at the bottom of the jar to give even stripes. Now that your jar is all cleaned up, start with the silver glitter. You want to pour some out onto your work surface. I suggest using some foam core board or something to that effect. Now, working in small sections, brush some Mod Podge onto the exposed pieces of glass in between each of the tape stripes. You want the Mod Podge to be an even coating, but you also want it to be generous to make sure it can pick up the glitter. Now go ahead and roll that into the glitter. I suggest working a couple of sections at a time so the Mod Podge doesn't dry too quickly. Gently tap off the excess glitter and then start adding Mod Podge again to the exposed stripes, between 2 and 4 at a time. Roll the glitter. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Now you're going to remove the thick strips of tape from the jar. Leave the thin ones on. Put some green glitter onto your work surface and repeat the same gluing process with the exposed glass. You'll roll it into the green glitter just like you did with the silver. And when you tap off the excess, it will fall off the silver glitter, so nothing to worry about there. Keep repeating this process until all of the thicker stripes are green. Now you're going to remove those thinner pieces of tape, and we'll repeat the process again with the Mod Podge and with red glitter. Here's a hint, you can use a soft you need a dry brush to gently clean off some of the excess glitter that's hanging out there before you paint. So as you can see, we're just repeating this same process again with the red glitter. And then when you get all done, you can decorate it with some candy canes and some baker's twine or ribbon or whatever you like. Add some of those tiny little LED string lights, and it's beautiful. Thanks for joining me.